Hi, I'm Peter Bergman.
I am Michelle Stafford.
On
most days.
We're taking questions live.
On some days I don't know who I am.
I know who you are. I'll tell them who you are. This is Michelle Stafford, the amazing Michelle Stafford.
Please.
We're taking your questions live. Don't forget to use hashtag AskYR and hashtag YR40 in celebration of
our 40th anniversary.
Really nice, Michelle.
Hello.
Diane B. asks. Diana B., forgive me.
Diana B.
Who has had the greatest impact on your career?
Peter Bergman.
Fantastic answer, really is. When I was on All My Children, I worked with a guy named James Mitchell. He's dead now, but he was a much older actor that I worked with, and I learned so much about discipline from him.
But Peter Bergman, clearly, and my mother.
And your mom. Good. Julia S.
Oh, Julia S. asks, what do you do to prepare for a scene? Do you have any tricks to memorize all those lines? Peter Bergman.
I have a couple of tricks to learn lines. One of them, I have a little dictaphone that's in my car right now.
That sounds nasty.
With lines recorded, a dictaphone. Shame on you. I have a little dictaphone, and I read all of her lines into it, leaving gaps for my lines, so I can run lines for on my way into work, on my way home from work. That's what I do. How do you prepare for a scene? What do you do to prepare for a scene?
Peter, let me tell you, I conceptually go for what the character wants and is trying to achieve in the scene. I figure that out, like what's really going on here. Without the lines, what's really happening, and then I memorize the lines. I just sort of come with what I.
Yeah, I think that's good.
You
The one thing I do right before I enter a scene is try to remember where I just came from. Where did I just come from? Jesse L. asks, who would you like to see as a guest star on Y&R? Who would you like to see? I mean, how far can we go with this?
Brad Pitt.
I'd love to see Meryl Streep show up one day.
And
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, absolutely. Do a scene just with you, right?
With me, sure.
Yes,
well,
why not? If this is our...
Yeah,
of course she would. Yeah. Of course she would.
Susan asks...
Peter, only question for Peter. I will stay silent.
You'll read the question. Oh, you read the question.
I'll read the question. Susan asks...
my question.
Yes. Peter, how was it playing an addict? Was it more intense or challenging than your rehabilitation storylines from last year?
It was definitely more challenging. I worked with the amazing Michelle Stafford in those scenes and was very, very grateful for that. But you don't want to overdo it, and you don't want to underdo it. And I told Michelle after I watched them that I was disappointed that I wasn't more constantly active, constantly moving. Watching it for me was painful because I wanted to do more.
Yeah, we're different than the viewer. We are always criticizing and qualifying our work. Right?
Yeah.
But he was amazing. I thought he was amazing. Being across from him, he was amazing.
Thanks, Michelle. Gracie asks, I love Steve Burton. Do you think Phyllis should plan a revenge hookup with Dylan?
No. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think Phyllis has it about as good as she's going to get right now.
Yeah, she has it very, very good. You know what's so great about what's happening now with Phyllis is that Jack really loves her. And I think it's so great for the character to actually have someone who really loves her. I think that it takes the character in a different direction. As much as I really love the Nick Phyllis pairing, I love it so much. At the end of that, I guess for like the last couple years, it was almost like she became so desperate and needy of his love because he was always going elsewhere, and then ultimately again went elsewhere with her sister. So
yeah, healthy or not, Jack loves Phyllis.
Yeah, healthy or not,
there is no
totally
question about
flawed.
that.
Their relationship is completely flawed. But it's making for a more rounded character. Right now.
I like it too. I like it too. Bree Nickel asks. Bri Nickel.
No, Bree Nicole.
Bree Nicole. I like that better. I'm sorry, Bree.
Do you think Phyllis will ever make up with Avery? No.
Yeah, she went too far.
Yeah, she's with her ex-husband, and she doesn't take any responsibility for it, and she acts, no.
There's your answer.
Oh, Michelle Stafford.
For Michelle
How funny.
Stafford, from Rebecca.
Okay. How embarrassing.
You always look so great.
Well.
What do you do to stay so fit and trim? I'm actually on the edge of my seat for this one. What do you do?
Look at my ample bosom, by the way.
Oh my goodness, I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Do I? First of all, I told a friend of mine. I'll just tell you this. A friend of mine asked, "Okay, honestly, how do you stay thin?" And I said, "I'm starving all the time. I'm just starving all the time."
There you are.
That's actually not true, because some people will get on me for that.
Yeah.
But I would love to eat 12 Twinkies at one sitting, and there was a time in my life where I did. And I just can't do it. So I'm always conscious of it. It's horrible.
Here we are. Akamo M asks, when do you think Phyllis and Nick will get back together?
I think that Phyllis is really enjoying the love she gets from Jack right now, and I would like to see how that plays out. Right now, I am not working with Nick, and so therefore don't think it's correct to respond to that. I'm sorry, Akamo. Is it that right? I love the fic. I love it. But right now, we're doing our thing, and I love working with Peter Bergman. He is compassionate and stand-up, and I love him.
Yay! Wanda asks, hi, Peter and Michelle.
Hi, Wanda.
Hi, Wanda. I think Jack may turn out to be Summer's father instead of Nick.
Jack has good sperm.
Oh, my.
They just laughed. You know what?
Through the whole interworld, they're saying, she just said that, didn't she?
Sperm is okay to say.
Sure it is.
That could happen, but I don't know. It's kind of...
Well,
whatever.
only Nick saw the results of the paternity test. Only Nick saw them.
It would make Nick look like a...
Well, you know, he was going through a really rough time, having lost his own daughter. And
so his vision wasn't good?
Yeah.
You know what? Listen, if it's a well-written story, I'm all for it.
It seems to be something they've left unsaid.
Giselle, I love saying that, Giselle. If you could be with any other character, who
could be any other character.
Oh, sorry. If you could be any other character, who would you be and why? Tweeted from your number 1.5-year-old. Oh, one.
Your number 12-year-old. Why an art
Oh, 12-year-old. Oh,
Giselle.
You shouldn't be watching this. Don't get ideas about relationships from us, please.
What character would I like to be? You know, I like the character I play.
I like the character I play, too.
Yeah. That's a hard one, Giselle. I like a lot of the other characters on the show, but I like the way they're played by other people.
I do. I like what other people do. I really like my character.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Phyllis. I'm not going to switch.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be Neil.
I'm sticking with Jack. Okay. I could be Neil, but,
yeah, you could.
But I'm not going to.
No. Myrna asks.
Here, I'll ask it for you.
Oh, okay.
Michelle, are you planning on going back to France to shoot a special episode? If yes, can I guess?
Yes, you can guess. And yes, we are going to go back to France and do a special episode, Peter and I. And you know what? If you say it enough times, it'll happen.
There you are. We're going to France.
We're going to France.
Fantastic.
And you know, Italy too. Why not?
Yeah.
And the south of France.
And the south of France.
And,
all of them.
And the Riviera.
Soon. Yeah. Only because you asked.
Catherine, how do you and the rest of the Y&R cast spend your downtime? Peter, how do you spend your downtime?
At home, I have a few hobbies. I play the piano. I sail. And I have 2 golden retrievers that keep me pretty busy. I know what you do with your downtime, but share with them what you do with your downtime.
With my downtime,
Do you have any downtime?
I do. With my downtime, I hike and I sew. I just sewed all of the curtains for my house, and I'm redoing my house right now. And
You sewed all your curtains?
I actually
Fantastic.
do. I actually do so. And I don't knit. I don't knit because I have this thing, being a single girl, that if I take up knitting, that my life is completely over. Nothing against knitting. I just think that being single, I don't know, I just have
a good part of the image.
Oh yeah, and every now and then I do stuff with my kid. No, I spend all of my time with my daughter because we're here a lot, and so every moment I can spend with her, I do.
Great. She has the most beautiful daughter.
Thank you.
Oh, amazing. Edible child. Denise H. asks, you two have been on the show for so long. Do you ever find yourself acting like your characters in everyday life? No, the one exception is Jack is always calling people sweetheart and darling, and I have found myself a couple of times saying that, and my wife is very quick to jump on it. What did you just call her?
Oh, that's so fun. That's awesome.
Listen, sweetheart.
That's awesome.
It's just, yeah, it's something Jack does. But no, I have somebody at home that keeps me Peter all the time.
I don't act like this woman I play. She has become, Phyllis though, has become more humorous and more sarcastic and dry as time has gone on, and that is me.
Ah.
But I am not a crazy loon. They're laughing again. Hey guys, I'm not.
Diane S. asks a question.
Okay. Let's do this. Diane S. asks, is there a character on the show that either of you would like to have more of a storyline with? Watch out how you answer this, Peter.
Let's see. Who do I like to work with? Yeah, I work with mostly people I really like to work with.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I like working with Josh Morrow. He makes me laugh. The guy that plays Nick is a pretty funny guy. I love the girl that plays M. She makes me laugh.
She's great.
She's terrific.
Everyone is great here.
Marcy Ryland plays Abby. I called her M. That's what we call her, M. Go ahead. Are there characters that
either of you would like to have more of a storyline with? Gosh. It ebbs and flows. You're with people and you aren't with people. Mm-hmm. So, I'm a big believer and a big fan of doing what you're doing when you're doing it. And so what I'm doing now is what I love.
Yep.
And then what I do tomorrow is what I'll love tomorrow.
Yep.
Thomas
asks, Peter, your character overcomes
I'll
addiction.
say this because it's to you, okay?
Good. Ready,
Peter,
set, go. Yes,
Peter.
That's me.
Your character overcomes addiction. What was your reaction when given the story arc, and how difficult has it been to portray? Great job, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Actually, it is daunting when somebody says you're going to play an addiction storyline. You always worry that because soap operas have to kind of keep things moving, that I'll be cured in 2 weeks and everything will be fine. And they didn't do that. They really took some time with this thing, both getting addicted and getting unaddicted. Jack is still dealing with some of this stuff. And yeah, it was challenging and great fun, and thanks for the compliment.
Very nice, Thomas. Oh, again, Scott. You both have great chemistry together. Peter, when are you going to join Twitter? It's not going to happen. Hey, listen, the day that he joins Twitter, I will run around naked in the studio. Now, I've already said that about Amelia, and she has not joined either. I will run down the hall naked the day that you join Twitter.
Wow. Okay, you heard it first.
He's not going to join. That's why I said that.
Probably not.
But you know what? I will be the conduit.
But she will be the conduit.
Yes.
I'm forever sharing things with her.
Okay, so
and she's forever taking a picture of us together and
but that's on Instagram.
That's something else.
Instagram, which is more fun than Twitter.
Christina W. asked, who do you think is Jack's soulmate?
Soulmate.
Well, that's kind of clear. I mean, I think we've made it clear. I think the writers have made it clear.
Nikki.
What's her name? Jack. Jack just has a thing for Phyllis. Jack has never gotten over it. Jack has never fully recovered. Jack. There's something about her that both drives him to just distraction, and he.